Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing one of my unboxing videos. I recorded a couple of new installments of my Beatles collection at the weekend, and I think I mentioned in one of them that I hope to be doing an unboxing today. So I've got two records here that I haven't yet looked at. I bought them last week from a guy on eBay. He wasn't auctioning them. He had them as a buy. He just had a buy it now price on both of them, and at face value, they both seem to be a pretty decent price anyway. But I did a little bit of a cheeky request to see if I could get a little bit of money off if I bought them both, and he said, "Yeah, I'll basically post them for free if you want them both." And so I took his hand off, really. As far as these records themselves are concerned, with a bit of luck, they're in half tidy condition. I think they are, although I don't think they're minters. My plan is to keep one because I haven't got it, and sell the other one because I have got more or less a slightly more desirable variation of it. And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'll be able to sell the one that I don't need and more for almost the money that I've paid for them both, and thereby gain myself a record that I did actually want from my collection. So that's the plan. So I'll just pause this now, and I'll set up my sophisticated visual audio equipment, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so here we go. They are nicely packed, so as I've said before, I will take that as hopefully a good sign of what's in the package. Okay, let's have a look. I can tell by the way that they've fallen that the first one is going to be the one that I flog on, hopefully. So let's just take one out. Right, let's have a look. So I think that this is a third pressing of With the Beatles, and unusually it's a stereo copy. You can see it's got a very small stereo caption there. So the sleeve in itself is actually a little bit of a lesser spotted one. So first of all, the front of the sleeve is quite tidy, as you can see. Let's have a look at the spine. The spine is good too. And there's the back of the sleeve. A little bit of a blemish there on the sleeve, but nothing terribly upsetting. It's a Garrod and Lofthouse tri-flip back. I think this is probably from it'll be post 65. I'm guessing 67, 68 or 60, probably not 69. I reckon probably 67 or 68, but I might be wrong on that. So let's have a look at the record itself. Importantly, we've got the Emitex inner. Oh, and the other fun thing about this one is that I noticed on the listing that there's actually a misprint. So, all right, so I've taken it out, so side 2 is out first. Okay, so it's largely pretty tidy, apart from quite a mark there. It's very noticeable, but I don't think it's terribly deep. It's just a surface mark. So I would hope that that will play through okay. There's also a very fine hairline along there, but I can't imagine that will cause any particular playing problems. It's got quite an unusual text layout on it. And here's side 1. This is the side with the misprint. Can you spot it? If you like spotting misprints, then pause the video there and have a little look. Have you spotted it yet? It's quite an obscure one. It's not a credits one. It's not a song spelling one. Well, let's actually have a look. No, that's spelt correctly, which I thought it probably was. Have you seen it yet? So the answer on the misprint is it's a very, very obscure one. It's got an extra dot there. Sold in, and then a full stop, and then U, and then stop, K, and then stop. And if you look at the side too, of course that makes more grammatical sense. Sold in U.K. So there's the misprint there. And as far as the condition goes on side 1, it's in line with side 2. It's not a minter, but it's quite a nice copy. I think, and I hope, and in fact the seller told me that it plays pretty nicely from start to finish, so that is very much the hope there. Let's have a look and see if there's a text code. Yeah, there is. It's a KT text code, which is what you'd expect. Okay, so I think that's just about a win. It's not going to pay off the mortgage anytime soon, but it is a rare record and it is a collectible record. I will probably start the auction on that probably 22 quid, and I would hope there'll be a few bids on that, so fingers crossed. I'll let you know on how that goes. So that's the one that I'm not going to keep. I'll try and keep this under 10 minutes. And here's the one that I'm more excited about, because this is the one that's staying in my collection. Hopefully it is a stereo copy of Help. I don't listen to Help all that much. It's not because I don't like the songs, but my copy in mono it famously doesn't sound all that great. It's a bit flat. From what I can read, the stereo mix isn't that much better. However, I keep meaning to get a mono. I've got a mono copy of all the early ones, but I haven't got a stereo copy of all the early ones. I sold a stereo copy of Revolver the other day, and I'm kind of regretting it now. But here it is, my stereo copy of Help to go along with my mono copy of Help. That's the back of the sleeve. It's okay. It's not superb, but it's all right. It's discoloured, and it's slightly edge worn. And the flip back there is slightly ripped. Some gits put tape on it, but I'll probably try and take that off. It doesn't look like it's that stubborn. It's tri-flip back. It's Garrison Loft House. I think this might be a first pressing. Spine wise, oh, look at that. That's slightly disappointing. Look, that spine has given way at some point, and someone has again put tape on it. Okay, all right, I can deal with that. If the record's all right, I can deal with that. It's not a terrible sleeve, but it's not the best sleeve I've ever seen. Somewhere in the middle, which, to be fair, is actually what it was sold as. So there is the original Ematex inner. Let's have a look at the record itself. Okay. It's okay. It's dull. It definitely needs a clean, and there's quite a significant mark like that. Saying that, similarly to what I was just saying with the previous one, it is a surface mark rather than deep impact, I think. Just about. The guy that sold it to me told me that both these records play through quite nicely. And at the moment, I don't think he's told me a porcupine there. I think it seems like it probably does. But that does look a bit, it does look a bit naughty. it does let the record down. Whether it plays okay or whether it doesn't play okay, it does let the record down a bit. It will come up with a professional clean, and I think an original stereo copy of Help is worth a professional clean. Let's have a look at side 2. Side 2 is better, not such significant marking, although there is one there, and a couple of smaller ones. It's okay. I think it probably will play fine. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right. So that is that. I think of the two of them, probably With the Beatles is in slightly better nick than Help. So long as they both play through okay, then I think it's basically a win, because I will make... if I break even selling that copy of With the Beatles for my outlay on the 2 records, then clearly I've won. I might not quite break even, but I'll do okay, which is basically how I've collected right from the start. Okay, so I can't really think of anything else to say about it. Okay, fine. Sorry, I sort of rambled at the end there. There we go. That is my latest 2 records, one of which I think is going to keep, and one of them is going to fly the coop, hopefully within the next couple of days. I'll be sticking it on eBay. Okay, cheers. I hope you enjoyed that video. That's pretty much it. Nice one. Bye.